3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
That was a lot better. All right.
Yes.
That really sounded like somebody just like slapped their butt cheeks against like a really wet wall.
That would have been me.
It's gonna be me here in a second.
His thickness
Alright,
hit the
so-
wall already.
Who wants to do the intro?
Alrighty, people. We are live, and we are doing another podcast, and this will most likely be about my love life again. So
Also,
get
we're
a
not
seat,
actually live.
physically pick up a seat, put it on top of your head, sit on some popcorn, and drink some pop with your
Hold up.
armpit.
Oh shit!
What the fuck just happened?
And we have our guest, Jeffries, is it?
Yes, it is.
Who named you that? Was it your mother or your father or the dead monkey in the
That is
closet?
my last name. So
Oh.
it was actually the pedophile down the street.
That kind of sucks, brother. But he is army.
Special guest.
Is it?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
artillery.
He is the big A. So salute him.
He is
People,
the A in America.
He is doing his job to make sure your fat ass. Oh, did I swear in the wrong time? Your chubby butt is safe and sound. Right when you're listening to this podcast. I'm not doing my part. My part is dedicating my time to this podcast. That's my part for America. You're welcome. Make the eagle noise go off now, Gavin.
Oh,
This,
shit.
this is
Fuck.
America.
Nice, dude.
And if you ever hear some like gremlin noises in the background on my part, we have our best friend Lucas here. Yeah, that happened.
Good Lord.
Sounds like he's
So-
deep throating Jake.
He is currently listening to an older podcast while we make the new one. So,
Yeah, the current thing I keep hearing over and over again is oranges.
oh yeah, he likes oranges.
Oh,
But that's like
he
50
likes
minutes long. You should like
oranges.
get on it and enjoy our beautiful voices and my story about sex.
Listening to two of you at once is a bit challenging.
Well, just listen for a while because we're gonna be doing this for a bit. Like, I'll have a gray beard and I'll be part of Dragonborn because I'll be a gray beard.
And maybe by then you'll finish with your love life.
Yep. All right, let's get her started.
Let's get this going. All right. That's just fucking silence.
Good Lord. All right.
So Jeffries, tell us
Okay.
an army story.
That's the transition. Okay.
Give us a
that'll
good old
work.
campfire story around the metaphorical campfire.
Okay. So I've got like, I'd say about 7 different stories of just me in basic training alone.
Oh man.
Oh, I've got a basic training story after this.
Holy crap. So, shit, which one do I want to choose?
There was a nom.
Choose a number between 1 through 7.
It's 5.
Choose the
It's-
5th one.
Okay, the 5th one. I gotta remember which one the 5th one is.
Just do the first
So-
one you can think of.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we got this guy named Wells that was going through basic training. He was in 4th platoon, and I'm 2nd platoon because fucking alphabet, apparently. But this guy, he stank. Like, he no,
Jake?
like, not literally. I don't know who Jake is, but I'm assuming he smells.
He smells like rancid McDonald's ketchup after you leave it in a vat of urine for about a good week.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
pretty
delicious.
accurate. So
That's a
anyway,
little overkill
oh,
because I live with him, but okay.
so anyway, actually we have 2 guys who stank. It was Wells and I think God, I can't remember the other guy's name for the life of me right now, but there was 2 of them. They stank really fucking bad. Wells would not shower, and this was disgusting because first off, 4th platoon didn't have a bay at this time. Their bay was actually converted to the female bay, so no males allowed in there, which is awful because they got split amongst the other 3 bays. So we're in we just come back from a fucking ruck and we're getting ready to jump into the shower. Wells just goes straight to bed. The next morning, I swear to Christ, we wake up and it smells like fucking rotting bananas mixed with just weak old jerky. And it's like, I don't know what it was, but we just like decided that we're just like gonna fucking dump these buckets of water on him just to like somewhat negate the smell. And it just made it worse. Like, I swear to Christ, this guy had some black shit coming off of him when we dumped the water on him. I don't know what he hadn't showered in like a month. And then it's like we've been fucking everywhere. We were going to like the fucking backwoods of Fort Sill. And it's like you get covered in all sorts of crap. Not to mention every so often we go and start doing low crawls in fucking dirt and shit. But I think the worst smell was his locker.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know what he had in there, but he had some disgusting fucking shit. Like the one time I did see into his locker, it was just nothing but dirty fucking underwear everywhere.
Ooh, that gooch.
Was his last name Jones?
That dirty.
Davy
No,
Jones'
his last name
locker.
was Wells.
So
It's
wait-
just Wells.
So how the fuck did he get away with that shit? How did the drill sergeants not fuck him up for that?
Oh, they did every day.
Oh, wonderful.
And he never fucking took it serious. He had the audacity one time to go up to a drill sergeant. He's like, "Drill sergeant, I fucking hate you." And if you don't know anything about drills, especially during basic, for whatever reason, they're like moms and dads. It's like, "You're not allowed to swear here." And it's like every day you hear them fucking swearing every 6 days or every fucking 6 minutes or something like that. I don't
It's
know.
true.
And,
Every 6 days, one swear.
Yep, 6 days.
Every
one
5
swear.
seconds you turn around, there's
Every
someone
5
fuck shit.
seconds. I don't know, but it was just like an abysmal. And this guy, I think it was Drill Sergeant Edwards, and y'all don't know him, I think.
Nope.
I hope not, because he was pretty hardcore. This guy was a fucking combat engineer, and if you all don't know what a combat engineer is they're the guys who go out and basically blow up IEDs and shit when we have to stop.
Engineer from
We
TF2.
find a bomb. What? No.
Engineer from TF2.
Pretty much, but he's the Black Scottish Cyclops. That's Drill Sergeant Edwards. He's the demo man. Literally, the demo man. If you imagine what the demo man looks like, that is Drill Sergeant Edwards.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So, fucking eye patch and all. So
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. This is dead
oh
ass.
my god, that's awesome.
So, the only thing is he's not Scottish. He hails from the land of Miami, Florida.
oh, he's one of those people.
Oh,
Yes.
Florida people.
Oh God, God. Garrett was the other guy who stank really bad. This guy, I don't know what he did. It's another guy who never showered, but this time for some reason he could get away with it. But I think that's because he just like instead of taking a shower, he'd go into the bathroom and just lubricate his body with like fucking what is it, the speed sticks? Like he'd just
That's
rub it all
fucking
over himself
nasty.
yeah, it's disgusting. It got so bad to the point where we went and complained, and someone had to watch Garrett get into the shower, actually wash himself, and then get out. We called that the shower guard,
Shower head.
and it's a daily rotation, and it's ugh. I remember it's so weird having to see this man physically get naked in front of you to like know that he's getting out of all his dirty shit, just to see him get into the shower. It's fucking gross. That concludes this story as of now. I'll probably think of something off the top of my
Oh.
head.
Is it to be continued?
It is a to be continued
This
because it's been a while. It's almost been like 2 years since I've been through
Pulling a
basic.
real George Lucas here. This saga continues.
Yes.
The next episode, my pussy stank.
All right. Well, since we're on the topic of basic training stories, I have
Oh
one.
my god.
Oh boy.
So, my basic training was almost 2 years ago now, but I don't remember exactly what happened. But I was in Alpha Company, and for some reason they called it Able, which I don't fucking understand that. But
Shit, they do that here.
my drill sergeant was like this. He was like this little Filipino guy, but he was like cool as hell. And one day we're all sitting outside on our lines, and he just comes out walking all slow, like, ooh. He's like, Able Company, you've been very naughty. And then he proceeds to smoke the ever-loving shit out of us for 2 hours. We're
This is
sitting there
nothing.
getting fucked up. And he fucking... Every couple of fucking exercises, he'd be like, all right, if you can do this without fucking up, we'll stop. but some asshole always fucked it up, so we just kept going. So after fucking 2 hours of this shit, he's like, all right, everybody up to your bays and toe the line. So everybody's up on their bays. We're all standing on our fucking squares in the rooms. And he just comes over the intercom and fucking drops us. So now we're all fucking in the push-up position. Just
the front leaning rest.
Yeah, the front leaning rest. I know. I was just using more like civilian terms.
That's understandable.
Because we're
So
dumb.
that, yeah. Anyways, we're all in the front leaning rest, which is like the push-up position, and then like 15, 20 minutes passes, and he fucking comes back over the intercom and makes us get like on the ground. So what it is you're on the ground, you have your arms straight out, but you can't touch the ground. And we were sitting there like that for a while. And then he came over the intercom again, put us back up into the push-up position. Talking like a fucking oranges. Anyways, we're sitting there in the push-up position, and he just peeks his head in the door like half an hour later, looks around, has like this smug look on his face, nods, and then slowly backs out. And then he just comes over the intercom one last time and tells us all to go to bed. And what I found out was the reason that we were sitting there for like an hour just in the push-up position was because he was in the female bay smoking the fuck out of them. And he completely forgot about everyone else because he was too busy fucking up the females. Because by the time he was finished with them, he was like, oh, shit. So then he fucking came around every single bay, checked to make sure that they were doing what they're supposed to do, and then just sent us all to bed. I slept like a baby.
Dude, that reminds me of another fucking story. Oh, God. Do you remember Count Off, like, at the end of the night?
Oh, my God. I hate that.
Did you have anyone who didn't know how to fucking do it properly?
People that don't know how to count?
Yes.
I think I know someone.
Jake.
Yeah, so,
Can't
I'm not gonna
fucking count.
lie. I was one of the guys who would fuck it up.
God
It's
damn it,
like-
Jeffries.
No, so, okay, you could not trust me anywhere after, like, position 10.
Wow, you smell like
'Cause
pee,
if-
don't you?
No. No, so
Maybe
it's
you
like,
need to take a shower, not the other guys.
So, fucking, no. I took showers fucking regularly,
A likely story.
like every 2 minutes. But no, so we're doing count off at the end of the night. And it's fucking ridiculous. There was one night where I think I was the 50th guy in line, and I didn't hear 4-9. I heard 5-9, and I was like, fuck it, 6-0. And I get down, I was like, oh shit, fuck. So we had to do it again. And what's worse is, again, the guy next to me turns his head, looks directly at me, gets so close, his mouth is like basically touching my ear. He goes 4-9. And I go 6-0. And I was like, fuck.
Fucking stupid bastard.
So from then on, my permanent position in line was 0-3. Because there was two other dudes who didn't know how to count. And he was 0-1 and 0-2. And yours truly here, 0-3.
10 out of 10 gameplay there, buddy. Oh boy, what a great time the army is.
Oh, tell me about
All right,
it.
want to hear about my sex life?
Absolutely.
He's like, I can't fucking stand the military shit ananymore.
I'm sick of it. I'm too fat for it. Let's get to sex.
Sex.
I don't want to be in the military. I want to fuck.
While we talk about that, I guess I'll go just look at some hentai.
All right. You guys want to hear about my
Time to
first
look at
time
oranges.
or the first time I red rocketed and then need somebody in the mouth?
What?
I want to hear
I
about the
kinda wanna
time you
hear-
need
Oh,
someone in the
wait,
mouth.
Gabe. Meatball sub.
Oh my
What?
god.
We
Tell,
can talk
tell
about
the
that
meatball
too.
sub.
We can talk
Tell
about
the
that
meatball
too.
sub.
Well,
Do the
let's-
meatball
Oh,
sub.
no.
well, what's we doing first? We're doing when
Meatball sub.
Meatball
All
sub.
right, meatball sub.
It's
All
a
right.
legendary
All
story.
right. So Date it back to like 1920. There's the new plague out. I am desperate for coochie in 1920, and I have my fucking paperboy cap on, and I got my suspenders, and
What?
so this rat was looking pretty nice. It was a gay rat, but I bet I'm smarter than 5 of them.
What the fuck are you?
And then
ranting
I asked my pal, "Are you smarter than 5 gay rats?"
about? God damn it.
All right. So okay. Well, I mean, she looked like a rat, so it was a good comparison. So
Well, finish the rat story.
I
It was
fucked
at
the
end
rat.
of it.
Yes,
And
back in the
that's how I got-
1920s.
That's how I got the disease. It was 1920.
Oh, is this your past life?
Yeah, this is my past life.
All right,
I
what about
pull
your
my
current
Well,
life?
this is a fine pickle. All right.
Fine pickle.
So okay, so this girl, she be chunky, but not too chunky. It's like she got big old boobers, but she's got a little bit of gut, but not enough to where you could like grill an entire slab of meat off of it, I guess. The thing was, is I don't know if Devin knows anything about this, but this was actually somebody he fucked with, and then they split, and then she came after me, and I was just like, what, 2 years without coochie, and I was just like, wow,
Wow.
you've put me in a position, can make me act up. And by acting up, I was watching her eat that meatball sub, and got me steamy.
Good lord.
And we're in her backyard avoiding children. And then we go into her broken down shed, and I'm sitting on a staircase, and she's giving me the old suck with the meatball sub still in her mouth. Like it was like she sucked dick, then ate them some sub, swallowed that, sucked dick, ate more sub. And yeah. So and then she was just like, "You want to fuck?" And I was just like,
How
Cause
come you have sex in the worst places possible?
and with the worst people too. I'm surprised I didn't fucking catch space AIDS. So
Exactly.
I was in there for like 3 seconds, and I was already nutting. And I was just like, "Oh boy, here it comes." Did I just fucking? Okay, no, didn't mute. Yeah. So, and the funny thing is about a day later, she tells me that her mother said there's something sticking in her. Apparently, she's like a clump of hair just combined together by cum.
Oh my god.
It just like flew out of my penis into her hair. And she went to school the next day like that.
There's a guided missile right for her
Poor
hair.
girl.
It was funny, and I would rather forget it at any chances I could. But
But
my
now it's on the
friends,
internet where we'll live
my
forever.
friends
day.
are lovely, and they go meatball sub, and then I'm already instantly horrified by my past.
Oh
And the, and then the next thing you know, about a month later, for some reason she got really pissed at her current boyfriend or something. I never dated her, but I just fucked her and left. And then so what happened was
You
she got
were
pissed.
just there for the meatball sub.
She
thumbs
then
down.
she then blamed Dad for getting her pregnant when she was never pregnant. Then immediately after Dad cleared it up, she then went after me and said I got her pregnant, but that never happened, obviously, because she wasn't pregnant. She was just fucking retarded and pissed. And now she's dating the Dandruff King.
The Dandruff King.
Who the fuck is that?
Ian, you might know him.
Don't.
You can say the name and we'll just bleep it out.
It starts with a J and it ends with an N.
Oh yeah, his hair's on fire.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Gavin, just bleep it out. It's
Name and address withheld.
Oh, it's
yeah.
her?
Yeah.
She's the meatball sub.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my. No,
I
I,
don't know
didn't.
these people, but okay.
Oh my god.
I
that's
know.
funny
It's
as fuck.
that's one of my worst regrets because she's so ugly.
Oh my
That
god.
shit
I
you
saw it.
smash.
I saw him the other day rocking a nice sweater vest.
Was he really?
He really was. It was like a sweater vest and like a nice button shirt underneath it. Like he was just getting back from a wedding. It was the funniest thing.
Dude, my favorite thing about him was whenever he tried to do anything gay with him, he's just like, no, stop it. He would never let you continue your ways.
I think some of the best humor is gay humor.
Yeah, Jake, you suck dick. That's funny.
Look, when you half the humor in the army is just gay humor, and it's hilarious.
Jake's so fucking confused.
Fucking
He's
in the
just like,
army, you find
okay.
everything funny.
This is true. You could literally like say the dumbest thing, and it just gets a rise out of everyone.
I was,
Then you get the smoke. Then you get the shit smoked out of you. So
So when I was in AIT, me and my friend Cordova were fucking walking to like this it's like a little hangout area they have on post for the AIT kids to go to and fucking hang out and whatever, get pizza and bullshit. But
is it the USO?
we were having a conversation about how we can find literally fucking anything funny while we were walking there, and I just look on the ground and I'm like, hey Cordova, look, a leaf, and we just start fucking dying for no reason. Like it was the funniest fucking thing that there was just a leaf on the ground. Like
Fucking Christ, dude.
we're fucking
That reminds me of the
stupid.
time we literally marched to the USO from the AIT barracks back in Sill. We didn't. It's on our weekend, so it's like our free day. We didn't have to go to school. Thank Christ.
Yeah, that's how it was.
And
for us.
yeah, but so we're going from Alpha Battery, which is fucking some place in Fort Sill. Who gives a shit? But so we literally went to the exchange, and then we went to the USO. While we were at the exchange, I was like, I need to pick up a broom for the room. A broom room. Or fucking, you know what, fuck it.
Rhymes.
Yes, exactly.
He's a rapper.
So it's like, okay, hey, would it be funny if we like marched in a line to the USO and all my friends are like, yeah, let's do it? And it's like, this is what happens when you get really bored in AIT. So we all got in a line, we all got in step. We had a guy out to our left calling cadences, and someone's in the front with like the guide on, aka the broom. And we're just marching to the USO. People are looking over at us in their cars because these are like the people who are actually stationed there, and it's just they're looking at us like all crazy. We have a retired drill sergeant that came on a post to like do whatever the shit. He stops his car in front of us and just like gets out, looks at us, and is like, "Y'all are really fucking bored, aren't you?" And it's like, "That's right, sir." He's like, "Sir, I worked for a living. I may be retired, but I still hold the rank of drill sergeant. You will address me as such."
There's I've got this video. I have a video of Jake sitting in the closet, and I'm like, Jake, when you coming out of the? Or I was like, Jake, come out of the closet, and he just slowly opens the door. He's like, no, and he fucking slams it shut.
That reminds me, you showed me those videos of Donaldson in the shower with the fucking can of corn.
Oh yeah, he's sitting like in the bathtub with the water on, and I just go in there and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, ah, and then he just like fucking dumps a whole can of corn in his mouth.
What the fuck?
I'll show you it later, but it's the funniest.
Please
my
link it so
God.
we can show it to the podcast.
Oh no! I
Or show
don't
it to the
think that's a
fucking
good idea. I don't think that's a good.
I'll get it out there somehow. We'll figure it out.
Oh my
That's
god!
so awesome.
Oh. I just-
Gavin, you haven't told any stories recently. What do you got?
I don't have one right now. Come
Are you-
back to me later. Tell us more funny sex stories. Haha, sex.
All right.
Sex.
So when I label the three, now which one do you want to hear? You want to hear the fucking knee in the mouth or my first time?
Yes.
Knee in the mouth.
Knee in the
I've
mouth.
actually never heard the knee in the mouth one.
Okay, so it's the Red Rocket knee in the mouth. So
Oh god.
this actual story that contains the sex part isn't really funny. It's to say I fucked her and she was on her, her jazz spaz woozy
Oh,
glue
so you were
fucking
playing
shit that
fucking
comes.
Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, well, not
So
with my
you were- you
hands,
were
but with my
cro-
penis.
So you were crossing the Red Sea.
I was dissecting
Oh
her
my.
hoo-ha with just my wiener and not the scalpel. And I swear, dude, I felt like somebody put like a caramel coating over my wiener, dude. Like it was like
Oh, that's
it was awful. I don't like it. And when I had to experience it like a month ago, I still don't like it. It's nasty. My dick stank for a month. It still stinks right now. I can't get it out of my fucking pores. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Anyways, carrying from that story, I just remember another one that contains that certain person. I'll carry on after I tell you about how I kneed her in the mouth. So, we were sitting there, and I think we were watching some pimple popper shit, or I don't know. It was some disgusting shit. And then she tried to play around, and she was trying to stick a finger in my ass. And I fucking reflexed, I clenched, and my right knee went right into her teeth. And it was, and she was crying, and I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But at the same time, I think I told her, that's why you don't stick fingers in my ass. And then I think, and then about maybe a week later, this is around when the Nintendo Switch was announced, and I think this was one of the first models that was available, and I got mine on eBay. And so I get a call from my dad while I'm at her house, and he tells me my dog dies. I was like, I was fucking crying, dude. He's been with me all of my entire life, and I didn't know how to feel about it. She's been there comforting me. I'm on the fucking cover of a jacuzzi. That happens, and then my mom calls me. Then later, like about an hour later, saying, oh yeah, your Nintendo Switch came in. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know what the fucking feeling that my dog's dead. I get a Nintendo Switch. I need a girl in the mouth. And so I fucking, when I got home, I was crying and playing my Switch. Rest in peace, Arkin. My most favorite. Are you recording me? Yeah, you better be looking at fucking memes.
Recording yourself, my boy.
And so, rest in peace, Arkin. He died at like 18 years old.
Jesus, he's an old boy.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you blow fucking Kush in his fucking face for his entire existence. Good job, Dad.
Wow.
And giving him alcohol, Dad.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, dogs actually secretly actually are very attracted to alcohol. Weird fact. They actually enjoy it a lot.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They enjoy the little buzz they get off of it. So giving them a little bit isn't bad. But if you obviously don't make them drunk.
See, I disagree.
Just imagine a dog absolutely hammered, can't even walk.
The dog starts
your
beating
dog's
its
in the
wife.
other room, absolutely hammered. You hear it get up and just suddenly.
Thwunk.
You were recording me. You photo. Save that and send it to me so I can look at it later.
And then send it to the fucking Discord so I can overlay it.
Send it to the Discord. Well, the only thing is we don't know if it's gonna be over. 8
Hey
megabytes.
Gavin, cut this out.
Hey, future Gavin, fuck you.
Cut this shit out, motherfucker.
Hey, future Ian. Well, maybe you watch this later. Fuck you.
Wait,
We
which
won't be
one?
seeing this part.
Gavin, please keep this in so Ian can hear me say fuck you to him.
Fucking which one?
Obviously,
Ian, I'm about to
me.
predict your future. You ready?
There's
Ian,
two
you in the
Ians.
future. You are sitting down right now watching this. You're in a Discord call with us, and you're watching this over with us.
So you guys want to hear about how I lost my vagina card?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right, sketchiest shit I've ever done. All right,
Oh man.
just like the last one. Met her on Facebook. Her,
That's how all great sex stories start.
so what happened? So she's from Boyne City. I obviously from where I'm at. Did you send that me over Snapchat? Oh yeah, whatever. So she messages. She actually talks to me first. She made the first move. She was like, "Hey, you're pretty cute," and I was just like, "Ooh, holy shit!" Interaction with a woman. That's a first. And so we're talking for about half a week, and then I actually get to see her in Boyne. And we weren't dating, but when we saw each other, she was very touchy, very cuddly, and I was like, do you like me? And she's like, yeah. And I was just like, you want to date? And so she's like, yeah. And so we date for about not even a week, I think. And we were talking about fucking, and I was just like, I'm a virgin, so I don't know what to do. She's like, it's okay, I'm a virgin too. And so I was like, but where are we gonna do this? She's like, I don't know. And then I was like, I got an idea. So I bring her to the woods. There's
Good God,
there's
nothing
this
like
place.
fucking-
So I bring her in the woods.
There's this place that Clint showed me. It's called Red Fort, and it's like a fucking rundown old playground that was made by somebody. It wasn't made by anybody official, and it's rusted all the hell. The thing's falling apart, but it looks like it's being added onto by like corpses or something. What? Yeah, Lucas.
Nice.
And what? So I was, because it's secluded, so I was like, big brain time. And so there's just like this lawn chair, this really shitty lawn chair. I had her sit in it, and I was just like, let's go. And I'm on my knees. The bottom of the bed is just all wood chips, so that's like digging into my kneecaps. And I'm like, what do I do? And she's just like, you put it in. I was like, okay. And I don't know if I had a condom or not. I probably did, but that shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. My first time hurt like a bitch, because I don't know if either. I'm assuming it's because I was either too big or she was too tight. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Yada yada.
Were you lubed up enough?
I think
That's
I was using a
probably
lubed
the
up
kicker.
condom.
Oh, those don't fucking work.
Yeah.
You say that, but I imagine you just like found it on the ground. You're like, this'll work.
It's like a
Like
candy
finding-
bar
I found
wrapper.
a
Two pieces of
Snickers
grass
bar.
and wrapped it around my
Snickers
dick
bar.
and spit on it and called it a condom. I
Give it
shoved
the old-
sand into my dick hole so I wouldn't come on her.
Oh my God.
And then fucking so yeah,
Imagine ejaculating sand.
dude, that's called the dust effect. It's like pocket sand, but penis sand.
Pocket sand.
Nobody, anything. I come sand.
I freaking hate sand.
Oh my God.
And so yeah, that was
God.
Bitter.
so
Cock.
that was that. And then the next time we went, so the next time, oh, it's even worse, but it's more secluded than the last. So I find this abandoned bathroom, fucking.
Oh my
God.
god.
But it's like
Disgusting.
it's like locked. It's like I opened it and I was using. So we're sitting on this really shitty fucking toilet. And
Oh my God.
I even recorded our second time,
Wow.
and then I showed my friends in
That's-
school. And they're like,
I don't
they're like,
remember
dude, you got a chode for a dick. And then so the rumor went around I had a chode for a dick, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
cool, I got chode penis. And but yeah, that wasn't the first girl I brought there. I brought another girl there once too, but
What's your obsession with like really fucked up weird places to have sex?
when you
No.
can't go to a house to fuck and you don't know, and there's not many areas to go without actual privacy, it's just like you just gotta send her and bend her, you know?
I mean,
Lucas in the background. Yeah.
I
Do
kind
what
of
you
know
gotta
what
do
this
for some
is.
fresh
After one
coochie,
attempt-
but you also don't want to fucking die.
I kind of know the feeling. I say kind of because I went to like this really secluded area in the woods with one of my fucking exes at some point. But I had a car. So, I mean, we were just fucking in the car, but it was way out there. And this is like the backwoods of Florida, and it's scary, but I mean, fuck, something dropped. Okay, there it is.
My balls.
My balls.
But no, so God. But no, there's some sketchy fucking places in the back that are just like, so secluded that no one knows about them unless you're like a serial killer. And then you have like two teenage kids who barely know anything about like anything because we're from fucking Florida and retarded.
Stupid kids.
Pretty much. And they just roll up in this fucking 1993 Ford Mustang, clear windows, so anyone who just so happens to be walking by will see two naked children humping in the back seats. Yeah, but that's one of my times. I think my first time I actually got walked in on.
Oh man,
I have
that's terrible.
I have never, ever been caught doing anything sexual.
I have.
Yeah, I walked
Yeah,
in and I saw her
yeah.
shitting on the bed, and that's what sex
No,
was.
not that time.
That's what sex is.
Oh my god. No. I think my first time I was at my parents' house. I think I'm 14 years old, and the girl I was with, I think, was 15.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Everybody I've been with has been like 4 years younger than me, so congrats on you.
Fucking.
FBI,
So,
open up.
yeah, no. Good God. No, I was 14. She was older. I made sure she was older. Fucking.
Oh no, I was talking to Gabe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I got walked in on. I think it was by my sister. So, oh God, this is terrible.
Ask your sister to join.
No, no.
Oh my-
I mean, we're from Florida, so it probably would have made
What are you
sense,
doing,
but thank
Steph,
God
bro?
it didn't.
I'm trying
Oh
to
my
fuck.
God.
Can I join?
But I think I was just like, we were on the floor instead of on the bed because the bed was creaking too much.
And the floor
And it's
doesn't.
just like, huh?
And the floor doesn't creak.
Well, we thought it was quieter. Look, I was 14 at the time.
Oh my God. It's just
I was
fucking. The
14.
whole house is just.
What's worse is my room was above my parents' room. Thank God they were both out in the fucking living room and in the kitchen. But it's like my sister comes upstairs. She's like, "Hey, Ian, what do you want for what are you doing?" And I was like, get the fuck out!" And then my sister goes downstairs, fucking tells my parents, "It's like, Ian will be with us in about half an hour." And immediately my dad just goes upstairs, knocks on the door. I was like, "Fuck, who is it?" And it's like, "It's your father. Open the fucking door." And it's like, "Oh shit." We have like no time to get our fucking clothes on. So I just answer the door with my shirt on. It's like having my naked ass behind the door. It's like, "Hey, what's up, Dad?" He's like, "I know what you're doing in there." Hands me a fucking condom. Is like, "Just be safe, idiot." And then goes downstairs. And it's like, I have absolute like no idea what happened. I was like, "How the fuck do you use this?"
You eat it. You snort it like
Eat it.
Clint.
We eventually look it up online how to use a condom, and I was like, "That goes on what?" And so I go ahead and I slap it on, and it's like, this does not feel comfortable.
I put it on sideways. For my curved penis.
You like cut a hole in the side of the condom and just slip your cock through it.
Jesus
Pretty much,
Christ.
no. But so I ended up. I didn't really end up finishing. She finished like 6 times, I guess. I don't know. She told me
Oh.
she fucking was exhausted. I was like,
That's
I
a-
didn't finish.
that's a
fucking
woman for ya.
shit.
She'll lie
It's
right
like,
to your
God
face.
damn it.
She lied.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like she lied, but it's like, fuck it. I felt good at the time, so I was just like, cool. I guess I did it good.
Did a
Every woman
fucking
I've ever
pimp
been
walk out
with
of the room?
fucking
Big PT
hits her
walk.
like a pimp too.
Shut up, bitch.
Fucking, we go downstairs. Mom's like, "Oh, what were you all doing?" It's like video games.
Definitely not having sex, mother.
I was very angry
Mom
at the video
would've
game, so I
fucking-
fucked my girlfriend.
Dad looks over at me. He's like, my dad just expects me to fucking tell the truth every time.
It's
but
a mouth-based video game.
He didn't say anything. Yeah.
My penis is the controller.
There's the joystick.
Gabe,
Yeah.
Who's next?
Gabe, do you remember that compilation of Clint like snorting a condom, then a bunch of other
Yes.
random fucking clips?
Yes.
Do you still have that?
I could look it up on Coob.
Dude, please find it and send it. I fucking love that video.
Alright.
Not right now, but like later on. And guys, I think we have our first caller for the podcast. Hello, who is this?
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling?
I don't like that caller.
I don't like this caller.
Anyways, why don't you say?
We're getting close towards the end of the podcast. Do you have your story yet?
I honestly have no stories. Oh,
Holy
I can tell the desert bus story. Oh, the
Uh-oh.
fucking desert bus story. God,
Oh
what a fucking
God,
terrible
yes,
time.
please.
Which one? All of them?
I know the one I want to hear.
All right. I'm actually really proud of this story. Okay, so
Why?
because I can say I did it. Not a lot of people can say they did it. I can proudly say I did it.
It's fucking gross.
Kind of like sex. Anyways,
Sex. Just
So-
speaking of it so casually.
where do I start? Oh yeah, so I recently heard about a game called Desert Bus, right? And it was like it's an 8-hour endurance game. You drive a bus through a desert in a straight line, keeping it on the road. If it goes off the road, you fucking die. You have to do it all over again. Yeah, that's it. That's the entire game. 8 hours real time. So I'm like, cool. And at one point later on in life, I'm like, fuck it, I want to do this. I come completely unprepared. I don't have my bathroom I didn't go to the bathroom beforehand. I didn't grab any beverages beforehand. I didn't have any like snacks for the ride. Fucking at all. So the first time I do it, I'm doing it this is all real time. 8 hours. I make it to about 7 hours 30 minutes and then I fail. So I'm like, fuck.
Don't
So
you have to
I'm-
get like towed back to the starting position in real time?
Uh-huh. But you can just close out of that at
Fuck.
this point. Or at that point. So I tried again, I think it's a couple days later, and I'm sort of prepared now. I got a 2-liter bottle of I think it was Sprite. Yeah, it was Sprite. A 2-liter bottle of Sprite and like a small dinky bag of potato chips. Like I thought that was gonna last. And I'm like, okay, bet I'm ready for this. And so it's getting to be like 4 or 5 hours. The entire 2-liter is gone. My stupid ass drank it all. So I'm like, fuck, I really gotta piss. And so there was no way I was gonna hold in. Fucking my bladder was like a balloon and shit. I felt like it was gonna explode. So I was like, well, fuck. So while I'm driving this bus with my WASD keys, I'm trying to stand up one-handedly, undo my pants, whip out my dick, try to unscrew the fucking
Dude, this is
unscrew the
nothing.
fucking 2-liter bottle of Sprite that's now empty, and I just go to town. I just fill it up with piss. Not my proudest moment,
Jesus.
but you gotta
If
do
that-
what you gotta do. I put the cap back on, put it down, and call it good then. So I finished it that same night, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I finally finished it. I'm really happy. Come like the next day or the day after, I've completely forgot about me peeing in a bottle.
Oh,
Completely.
No.
Absolutely, completely forgot.
You still have it? Can I drink it?
So, we're getting there. So, I had the 2-liter sitting on my desk, and I had a glass, and I was like, I'm really fucking thirsty. I need something to go with this sandwich I made. I had like a little turkey sandwich. I'm beating around the bush. So, I had a glass. I had this 2-liter. I thought the 2-liter had some really nice Sprite in it because it wasn't fully empty. There was still like a decent amount of Sprite in there. So like you had both urine and Sprite in the bottle mixed together. So my dumbass pours what's in the bottle into the glass, and I take a small little sip, and I'm like, huh, this tastes kind of funny. Oh well. I
Oh,
finished
well.
the whole glass.
Oh my god.
And then I finish the whole 2-liter.
Oh my god.
Completely unknown. No, I didn't finish it all, because there was still like maybe a thumb, like if you hold your thumbnail to the side of a 2-liter, about that much worth, or that
Oh
much
my
left.
god.
So I was like, I'm not even gonna bother finishing it. Felt perfectly fine afterwards. I felt not sick at all. I felt fine.
What?
Thank you,
Well-
Gabe.
Well, piss is sterile, so I mean,
Yeah, I didn't feel sick at all. I felt fine. I thought it was just
dude,
like
you're
some
not gonna
real.
feel sick.
I just thought it was warm Sprite that
Oh
was left
my
out. That's all I
God.
thought. So I was like, okay, cool. So I go to dump the 2-liter out to throw it away, and as I'm dumping it out, it smells really
Good.
tangy. So I'm like, why does this smell tangy? And I look
Oh
at the
my-
bottle. I look at what I just poured down. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I gagged so hard after knowing that. But in my defense, if I never found out, I would have been perfectly fine. To this day, I probably wouldn't even known that I would have drank my own piss.
Wait. I'm sorry, I've completely zoned out the entire thing. I just now realized you drank piss.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
hear that part.
I can proudly say that I drank my own piss without even knowing. I am one of the few people who can proudly say with their dick in their hand that I drank my own piss.
Recycle!
Oh, my
Pisses in mouth.
Oh, God. That kind of reminds me of a different story, but I don't want to get on it because I feel like we're running out of time. And this is at least a fucking 10-minute story.
I could tell one really quick.
Yeah.
I was in the shower
Give me a
when I was a
quickie.
kid. I was in the shower and I was just like, I'm in the shower. I pissed on myself. A little bit got in my mouth. It was gross. That's the end of the story.
A little bit get in my mouth. That's not a story. That's just something that happened to me.
That's so fucking
Oh
stupid.
my God.
Well,
Holy
Gavin, not
smokes.
the only one, but I knew what went into my mouth at the time.
What?
I knew it went into my mouth at the time. You didn't know when you drank it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Hey,
If I
fucking-
had known, I wouldn't have done it.
Should I tell the people about my flexibility?
Maybe on the next episode.
Oh God.
I could
Yeah,
Did
Government-
anyone
I could tell
did
the world
anyone
my deepest darkest secret.
did anyone accidentally pee in a girl's mouth when they were giving you a blowjob?
No, I slapped
I
hers.
can't say so.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah,
that,
girl.
that happened to
You
me.
want my cummies? Here, take piss.
She fucking. No, this was just like some random chick. What's worse, it was one of the fucking Bragg Boulevard chicks.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was drunk that night, so we came back from a bar. I guess I invited her here, and she was just underneath my fucking desk, and I guess she wanted to do like that cute thing where the guy plays a video game while she blows you or something like that. And I was basically drunk as hell, and she just like
Oh,
goes to
no.
fucking town. It's like, uh-oh. I feel it coming. It's like, I have really got to piss, but I don't want to tell her to stop. Oh crap. And I just fucking let loose.
Oh my God.
And she looks up at me. She's like, please tell me that was coming. It was like, it was something, all right.
Something.
It did come out of a penis.
Oh my God.
And she's like, do you have a toothbrush? And I was like, yeah, it's in the bathroom. And she's like, okay. Is there mouthwash there? And it's like, yeah. And she goes to the bathroom. I was like, I try to apologize to her, and she's like, don't worry. It's happened before. I was like, oh, God.
Ah, so she's a gold digger, but in fluid form.
I do believe it.
But in fluid
Yeah.
form.
But yeah, that's one of my stories. Another one.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Another one of my stories involves me being in a convoy, but I'm not gonna tell that one because it's too long.
Don't worry, the next
Just
time.
like my penis, and just like the time of this podcast.
Yeah.
So
All right, Gabe.
before we cut this short, I believe Gabe has something to say.
Yes, me too.
All right, for all you pimp chimps out there, weird chimp fact of the day. Monkeys like to throw their poop at Mach 2 speeds that could penetrate a small child if hit by the poop. Watch your kids and watch the monkeys, because they're coming for you. We're signing off with a pimp
God.
chimp.
And that was the Berry Bushes podcast. Thank you everyone for watching. Please tune in next time when we talk about how long Jesus' penis is.